I was already working online in different ways. I used to work as like a substitute teacher, so I could kind of like travel and then go back, but it wasn't like a big commitment. And then when I was traveling, I spent like a lot of time in India and I just kind of wanted to like live there more time. I basically started just like searching for a bunch of different ways to work online. And there was things like affiliate marketing that I tried that was like really difficult to actually make money with it. And then I would do like blog writing, which is just like really small amounts of money. I did like this random like social media thing where I just like live streamed and would get like $500 a month, but it was just like really tiring. And then I also did English teaching, which was like the most reliable thing, but it's again really time consuming. My husband actually came across drop servicing and he was like, this is perfect because you don't have to actually learn a specific skill. You're basically just kind of like this middleman person that's like selling services. So that's pretty much how we found out about it. And out of everything I've tried, it was definitely the easiest thing to do as like a beginner.
I guess how did you discover the drop servicing blueprint and what made you take the leap into the program?
Actually, just a YouTube ad. Then I watched the webinar, like your webinar. I was like, yeah, this is just perfect for me because I also don't like to be putting myself out there on social media and like trying to ask people like, hey, do you want to buy this? Or trying to convince people to buy stuff. So it kind of just resonated with my personality because I think drop servicing is like a good thing for people to kind of like stay behind the scene a little bit. So at that time, I had like a 6-month-old baby. And so I really didn't want to do the schedule of I was teaching English online 2 hours a day, every day. And then on the weekends, like 3 or 4 hours a day. And I didn't want to keep doing it while also having like a baby because sometimes he would need to like do stuff at that time. So that's why I was like, okay, I'm just going to start this business. And I pretty much just put everything on it, like all of my focus and everything. I just told myself, I'm going to make this work. There's no other plan.
What was your experience with the program itself, as you went through the course and built your business for the first time?
I think I just basically spent like a month going through the main training. And I really liked the Facebook community too, because it was really easy to like ask a question. Either you or some of the other people would just give feedback right away. And now you have like multiple coaching sessions happening. So I think that was like the most helpful is like asking more questions on how to do things.
How long did it take you to get your first sale after you built that first business?
Yeah, so it took like 3 months to get the first sale. And I remember the first few calls, I was feeling like a total imposter. Like I'm like, hey. But the more I just did the sales calls, then the easier it got. My first sale was like with like a business coach that we were making videos for him. And then he was like so happy to just like give me a video testimonial, write a recommendation on my LinkedIn, and just like enjoyed working with me. And once I just had that one project done, it was like really easy to make a lot more sales after that. Actually, it was funny. I made like 2 sales right away. So the second one, we basically gave him the video at production cost. So he would basically just refer like all of his companies. So it was definitely worth it.
So that's awesome. And I guess fast forward to today, you've been doing it for a few years now. So what's the current situation in the business? How much are you making at the moment?
I usually make between like 5K and 10K per month. Actually, this year we ended up moving to Thailand because before I was living in India. Our life is just like 100 times better now. So actually starting the business is relatively easy because the main thing you need is just like a website, social media profile. So you just have to have like those 2 main things.
In terms of someone thinking about starting drop servicing or getting into the drop servicing blueprint, what would your advice be for a beginner like that?
Definitely give it a try because I do believe that like anyone can do it as long as they actually show up consistently, because I do find that like you have to be pretty much reaching out to people like every single day to just like keep things going. It's not going to work if you're just like one day you message people, then you don't message them for like 2 weeks and then you get back in and message them. You don't need so much time. Like I usually would spend like 2 to 3 hours on it. Of course, you can spend more time if you want to do things like manually and stuff like that. I definitely recommend it if you want to be able to work remotely, because these things are all completely delivered online through like email and stuff. So it's really easy if you don't care about where you're living. You can just be anywhere. I think it's the best way to work online for sure.